Welcome back. And so before we head over to politics, of course, there's a lot to talk about as far as that is concerned. Let's check with our girls. Yes, the Super Falcons secured their place in the quarterfinals of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON in Morocco yesterday in a hard-fought victory over Botswana, I believe, 1-0. Our sports correspondent, Amiable Cecilia Omorogbe, joins us now from Casablanca in Morocco to bring us up to speed with what's happening in the girls' camp, particularly following that victory. Cecilia, it's very good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Yes, evidently. So, Cecilia, walk us through what you made of that match. A hard-fought one, right? And compared to our earlier outing with the Tunisians, how did that match come through for you?
I think this was really scrappy. I mean, we were on the edge, especially from the 75th minute when literally the girls decided to start playing. Because the first 45 minutes, we were wondering what was going on. Like, it wasn't just connecting, it was a deviation from what we watched against Tunisia. So the urgency wasn't there. Players were a bit laid back. But in the second half, the coach, as usual, made his usual changes. It's like right now in the first two games he's played, we can easily predict what he's going to do. He used the same lineup for the first game, the same lineup for the second game too. And then the substitution he made at halftime, literally almost the same. You know, especially when I thought Asisa Shola was going to continue because she wasn't doing so badly. But he put up the front three in the beginning of the second half, and then put another front three again, like he did the last time. Too in the history, you have Esther coming in, and of course, also having I remember her name. Just those three players, you know, he brought in at that time. So I think the pace changed a little bit. There was a little bit of urgency from that 75th minute until finally Channelstv, who scored the third goal for Nigeria in the game against Tunisia, you know, scored that from a thorough pass from Esther Koronko. I think those two actually added a little bit. I was wondering, Christy Uchebe was the third substitution, the three substitution he made, you know, going into the second half, and that's kind of brought that urgency into the game. Then later, Deborah Abiodun was also taken out because of that. She was already on the red, and Jennifer Echegini came on, and we could see the difference those players actually made, especially Jennifer, her pace. Esther also her pace, their crosses. You know, we're not coming through, so to speak. And then you had Ashley Plumter actually missing that shot from, you know, that she played, you know, missing it. And then you also have Tony Payne missing one very crucial one that was in the first half. By the end of the day, I mean, it was a long goal. We'll take it, but it was really nerve-wracking because when I was with them at the press conference a day before on Wednesday, the whole thing was, let's win this and then they'll rest a little bit, and knowing that you're already through to the quarterfinals. And that's exactly what they did, won by a long goal. But the good thing is the Super Falcons are in the quarterfinals with the game to Spurs. So Algeria is on Sunday, and they will definitely be looking forward to that, see how they can actually improve, because Nigerians were on the edge. And the difference is against Tunisia, we didn't really have more people coming to the stadium, but now we have more journalists coming in. They also have more fans actually coming in. Like, they have to spread the word around that, hey, something is going on, because when you come to Morocco, you think there's nothing going on. But the fans are coming in, the whole Nigerian fans, you know, the crowd was, it had a little bit of crowd there, you know, just supporting fans residing in Casablanca. Because so far still, I think they're still in Lagos. They've not been able to come because of visa issues and everything, but it was looking great, really. The supporters are coming in, so it's looking great.
Okay, I know you had conversations with the players and the technical crew, so maybe we'll take a listen to the captain, Ajibade, speaking after the match, and then you speak to us about whether or not they felt heavy again this time around. So here's the captain of Super Falcons, Ajibade, speaking after that match.
Well, I feel grateful to God Almighty for winning this man of the match, but I will be deceiving myself if I say I do it alone. Special thanks to my teammates. It's a collective effort because we fought to the very end as a team. It wasn't an easy game. It was a very difficult one. But yeah, all thanks to my teammate, all thanks to the technical team, and all thanks to the supporters that came out to cheer us today. My overall view against Botswana is a good side. In this tournament, nobody can be underrated. Every team is, for qualifying to this tournament, very good and exceptional side. The fact that we're Nigeria doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy sail over for all of us. So it's a very challenging game and a very competitive one, but we are grateful to God that we got the win in the hand. Talking about myself, I don't have any injuries. I'm 100% fit, yeah, I'm doing what I can do to the best of my ability, and I would keep pushing because for me it's an honor and a huge responsibility for me to play for the national team, so it's all about giving my best every time I have the opportunity to be on that pitch.
Okay, so Sisi, to my question, did they feel heavy? And can we do, is this mission impossible or mission possible?
I think mission is still possible. Yeah, I think
like
the game was like, I have to ask Rashida Ajibade the question, about, because our pace, we know how pacey she can be, but it seems as if it wasn't really there. It wasn't the Rashida that we know. So there's a little bit of this heaviness, in the team. But at the end of the day, they came through. What is important is actually the win, not how they play. The results matters. When we play a tournament, you don't even remember the second place or the third place. You always remember the winner. So that is what is important for the girls. So, but I think Mission X is still possible. Yes, it's still very, very possible. Early days, and I feel maybe they're trying not to exert too much energy, just putting it all out, and then everyone understands this is how Super Falcons play. Because the first game they played at the second are a bit different. The tactics a bit different from the perspective of the coach, from what we
Cecilia.
from what he said at the press conference after the game. So he knows what he's doing. Yeah.
All right, so as we're going to wind down, I want you to look at what are the weak points and the weak links here that we need to fix, because when you talk about tactical moves, these are the things you have primarily look at, and so they can strengthen them. What do you see? Because I was listening to some person say, oh, they were not really impressed with the out, saying that they don't know how far they can go. But I'm also looking at what the weaknesses are that you've observed from where you sit and what can be done to, give us that glory back.
Yeah, I think that will have to be, from, when you're playing, when you're having a wing play, especially in the first half. Usually the second half of both games are a bit different. I think when you're having a wing play, your wingers should be able to cross. Your number 7 should understand that when she's with the ball, she has to run with the ball and not try to, play short passes. When you have the ball, you have opportunity to run with the ball, you run with the ball. But I think generally, maybe what the coach should do is the fact that, let's Nigerians enjoy your game, really. The tactics of you having to play a scrappy first half and then the second half, maybe towards 20 minutes to the end of the game, that's when you're coming at. If we play teams like Zambia that have, attack-minded players like Barbara Branda, Kundandanji, and the likes, it's going to be hard for us because before you get your feet on, you may be 2 or 3 goals down. But the good thing is our defense line is perfect. That's the good thing. We have a very good defense line. I mean, we have one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But the midfield is solid. It's not so bad. But we have to plug the wingers, especially when you're having that Tony Payne. I'm trying not to mention some names. We're having some players who are really not pulling their weight. He can actually easily put them out, which he's doing, really. I mean, I'll give him credit for that. Like, he knows when to make substitution, and it's working for him. So if you're making your substitutions and it's working for him and you're winning games, I think Nigerians shouldn't complain. Just take the victory and then roll with it.
All right, Sisi, we know that fufu is a very popular cuisine across the world, and in fact popular with our players, but we hope that the girls don't get to eat fufu throughout this WAFCON tournament so that we will secure all our games. But Sisi, what's your prediction for Algeria? Briefly, in 10 seconds.
I think Algeria will be easier. Maybe 3 or 4 goals. Yeah. I think we'll take that.
We'll take that. We'll take 3 goals. Thank you so much, Cecilia, our sports correspondent, Cecilia Morogwe, bringing us up to speed with the girls Super Falcons performance in Morocco. Thank you, Cecilia.
Thank you.
All right, let's set the political ball rolling now. After this time out, we'll begin our first conversation on Coalition 2027 with a former member of the Board of Trustees of the PDP who has now defected to the ADC. Stay with us for this one. We'll be right back.